Good morning, Ma'am Maria Flordelisa A. Abicia, my professor, and my Prof. Ed classmates. I was assigned to continue the report on the topic 2.4 that I will discuss as Prof. Ed student a bit later. I have a mild stroke. Again. Oftentimes I stammer or nabubulol or bulol and I can't pronounce the words well. Just please bear with me. Thank you. Class, let us go and take a look on my first slide. On the left slide is a picture of a woman. What did you notice in that picture? You will see that the woman in that picture is thinking. She's thinking, trying to, what do you think? To remember something within her brain. And that is connecting from past lessons about the Ebbinghaus forgetting curve. Again, the lesson was Ebbinghaus forgetting curve. What is the remedy when you forget what you've learned after a period of time? The remedy is to restudy or study again and again. Also called as, what is called by that in the previous lessons? That is space learning. And let us change your focus on the brain picture on the right side on same slide, and please take note of the word hippocampus. Parang hipo lang sa campus para ma-familiar kayo, which is very important for our new lesson today. What is meant by that hippocampus that you can read on the slide? So, as you can see there, hippocampus in your brain is a tiny thing colored yellow. It functions in memory and retrieval. You need this hippo or hippocampus as converter of short-term memory or non-lasting memory to long-term memory or lasting memory. You have been needing this most of the time in your life, especially in passing the many past exams. Having said that, what do you think is our topic today that still need hippocampus? The topic was shown on this video just a while back. to test if you can still remember. Again, to test if you can still remember. I will give you 5 seconds to remember about my topic. Class, 5 seconds, the 5 seconds is over. Do you remember? I will show to you the topic again on my video down below. There you go. Space retrieval. Sorry, I have a hard time pronouncing letter R because of mild stroke. Again, bear with me. You take note of the spelling. Space S-P-A-C-E-D. Retrieval. Class, on the next slide, please read the first, read first the expected learning outcomes of our new topic. Do focus more on the capitalized words. Class, let me read it for you. What are the capitalized words in 1 and number 2? In number 1 and number 2. Fully understood and value the importance. I will read number 1. Learners fully understood the specific meaning of space retrieval strategy. And number 2, value the importance of this topic about space retrieval in their personal and professional life. Take note of that learning outcomes for this topic, space retrieval. Class, let us go to the next slide and so on. As the detailed topic to be discussed collaboratively and assessed after today's discussion is finished. Again, discuss, and after that, assessment. Discussion, and after discussion, assessment. To understand better about space retrieval, class, let us start with the word memory. What is meant by the word memory? As you can read there in the slide, memory is the pattern of information stored in the brain. As you can see on the slide, how many kinds of major memory? So there you can see there are 3 major kinds of memory. Sensory memory, that is sensory memory, short-term memory, long-term memory. Let us focus on long-term memory. And what are the classifications of long-term memory? Okay? The classification, as you can read there, of long-term memory, the number one is declarative. And number two is non-declarative. Non-declarative. The non-declarative memory is the unconscious ability to recall daily routine, common tasks such as biking, typing, etc. Declarative memory, on the other hand, is the conscious recall of facts and events such as wedding, anniversary events, and more. And class, having known the basic about memory, we proceed to the next slide as our very topic, the space retrieval. And we are now on the slide 4. We go to the slides 4. In education, space retrieval is learning practice. Learning practice techniques. Learning practice techniques of remembering previous informations. I say it again, of remembering previous informations. Space retrieval sessions, distributions over time is not cramming information all at once. To better understand these space retrieval sessions, distribution over time, you can see on the right side of the slides. Active recalling of specific informations. It depends upon you. The sample I set here is Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and it is a continuous routine. You can also do it weekly or even monthly or semi-monthly. It depends on you. And class, you can see also in the slides the graphic charts that happens within the mind, why information can be eventually lost from memory. And also why, basing on the memory cycle, on the left side of the slide, the memory can be transferred to the long-term memory. This slide can answer the whys about forgetting and remembering in the long-term memory. And you can see there the word rehearsal. Even active rehearsal, which means practice remembering a specific information. From short-term memories before it can go to the long-term memory. And class, the question is, can the long-term memory last forever until you die? You may be having different answers because it is case to case. There are information stored in a long-term memory that can last, and other informations can be lost eventually over the period of time. Meaning, there are some informations in a long-term memory that can be forgotten. And the remedy is to rehearse again or remember actively again within your mind. Take note of the word remember. Class, is the slide understood or are there still any questions? If there is none, I will throw the questions rather for all of you. The question is, what is often, if not always, best technique of remembering information? Restudy, as discussed in your previous lesson, or space retrieval, as discussed today? That will be my hanging question that will be discussed or explained further in the last slide, which is now number 6. And here we go with the next slide. What you can see in this next slide, in this slide 6, our last slide. As you can see, the space retrieval is more effective, often more effective than restudy activity. Again, space retrieval is more on mental work with no materials to be read. It is the practice of mental remembering at its best rather than eye works. Sa mata lang. Eye works. Without using so much mental work. In other words, to understand better, space retrieval is active memory works, no eye works, while restudy is eye works with less memory works. You can also see there on that slide about the general exams results. The space retrieval outputs of the students is higher than restudy students' outputs. As you can see on the left side of that chart below. Space retrieval. And on the right side is restudy. They are compared in favor of retrieval. Having that said, that ends our topic for today. Unless you have questions. Class, do you have questions in this topic? Space retrieval? If there is none, please answer briefly three questions in the slides. In the slide that I will show to you, and finish answering it on or before 10 minutes, and the time starts now. Good luck, class, and thank you and good morning to you all.